Excuse me, what are you doing out here so late at night, all by yourself? You must be so brave, seeing as it's so dangerous, walking the roads at night. I know I made the right choice. Oh, what about me? Well, it's not dangerous for me at all. Do you see the mountain I'm pointing at? That one far in the distance, right under the moon. Watch this. Darkness, lattle and black, and dartle and dark, I beseech thee, combined with my deep crimson, the time of awakening cometh. Justice, fallen upon the infallible boundary, appear now as intangible distortions. I desire for my tower to power as a destructive force without equal. Return all creation to cinders and come forth from the abyss. Explosion. See? I blew the peep right off. There isn't much that can survive a blast like that, especially not in this forest. Also, I can see in the dark, so nothing will be sleeping out on us. Well, actually my ambush countermeasures are a lot more complicated than just night vision, but I'll spare you the details. How did I get to be so powerful, you say? Well, it's all thanks to you, darling. Let me explain. So, as you might have been able to tell, I'm a cleric. The holy symbols and learned robes really give it away, I guess. And clerics, to oversimplify, there are very many caveats, you see, but basically, clerics get their power through their devotion to their object of worship. Some clerics worship moon goddesses, others war gods, and they get their powers proportionally to their piety. In my case, however, I worship you. And since there is no case of devotion anywhere, any time, that's ever been greater than mine, I am the strongest cleric you will ever find. What? You don't believe me? Please, I'm serious. I even worship the soil that you step on. I have a jar of dirt, you see. Do you truly think any other deity can inspire me so? Here, let me roll up my sleeve. You see, I have your name carved into my own skin. This is one of my first acts of devotion to you. Back then, I was still a novice, still stuck casting petty cantrips, and so nostalgic. But after you, I quickly moved past all that. In the past, I lived in the slums. Each day was a struggle for survival, whether looking through the trash for food, or squatting in infested, abandoned houses for shelter from the rain. But then, one day, I met you. I had begged you for food. You took me to the side, and you gave me your meal. I thought, in that moment, you were the most generous soul in the entire world. But then, it got better. After I finished eating, you gave me what I imagine must have been all of the money on you, as well as some advice on how to make the most of it, no less. It was at that moment I realized there was no one to worship but you. When you told me your name, I instantly committed it to memory. I often, constantly repeated it to myself, overjoyed to have your name on my tongue. It was like a prayer, putting me in a trance-like state, and then, after I started doing that, I noticed changes. When I fondly recalled the taste of your gift, I found I could mend wounds. when I thought of the rage of being so far apart from you, I felt I could destroy worlds. And then, when I remembered the warmth of your smile, a blanket of light enveloped me, protecting me as a sanctuary. Naturally, once I displayed such powers, I made myself a living as a cleric. I became an adventurer and cleared out nests of evil that should have taken entire squadrons to take out. Nowadays, there isn't a single mortal I truly fear, and the spoils from my little escapades greatly advanced my standard of living. I went from living in the slums to ruling them. That wasn't all because of the money, though. But to sum it up, you saved me. You've given me everything. I owe my everything to you. I know I can't ever truly repay you, but hey, that won't stop me from trying. That little carving on my arm of your name, it's nice, but it's just little baby shit compared to what I would actually do for you. I mean, remembering how I told you about how I ruled the slums? Well, I ruled them because I started preaching about you. A single casting of great food and water, and people really start to listen. And with my fervour, the spell's bounty is a lot more numerous and far more delicious. And, well, suffice to say, you have a very, very large base of followers now. None of them are nearly as devoted as me, of course, but let's just say, if you told them to perform mass suicide, they would do it. Assuming they could verify who you are anyways. I understand that you might not want to reveal yourself, but if you ever do, just tell me. And even if you don't want to show yourself, you can still give orders through me. They recognize my authority, you see. To them, I'm the only one who can properly interpret your will. That isn't quite true, of course. I can't read your mind or anything to interpret your will, but I can interpret your interests. Which actually got me thinking, we should build a temple to you. I mean, there's already a makeshift temple of marble and silver for you. We call it the Truth Temple, for obvious reasons. But I mean, we should really get to making a real temple to you. One worthy of your magnificence, greater than any palace. We should have skyscraping towers, not to mention gardens of incredibly rare plants. We can hire bards to sing about you in every hall. We could even have an altar where we make sacrifices to you. I've already made a few of those myself. At first they were just goblins. This one goblin-obsessed man thanked me for that, but by now I've upgraded to sacrificing all manner of fearsome foes, especially the heretics. But where should we put the temple? Oh, it would be such a waste to build it for it to be in the wrong spot, you know. Now, I know it might be a little more realistic to build it near our base of power, but I want you to hear out a little fantasy of mine. So, what if we took all of our followers and moved to a secluded little island? It would just be us. No one to meddle or interfere in our worship of you. It would be utopia. I could feed us, and if anyone isn't devoted enough, they can just go without food. Oh, I'm getting tingles just thinking about it. Oh, darling, Master God, you're shaking. What's wrong? Are you cold? It is pretty chilly out tonight. Tell you what, I'll summon us some shelter, and you just get some rest, okay? I'll still be here when you wake up. Because, well, I'm never, ever, ever going to leave you now.